Yeah, we can.
Welcome, Sober Soldiers Recovery Family. Welcome to Sober Soldiers Live Recovery Meeting. We are live at First Church, the Open Bible. This is Thursday night Sober Soldiers Live. We are not affiliated with any 12-step program. We believe that God and recovery must come first. Recovery is not a one-size-fits-all, and we are not anonymous. This is a live meeting. Please feel free to type in the chat. I am not sure the topic. Logan Partlow is opening the meeting tonight. This darn camera keeps slowly moving. So, yeah. Enjoy the live meeting. Share anything God and recovery related. Share your recovery dates. Welcome Macy. Welcome Kyle. Welcome everybody. And we are live. Let's take a zoom around now. I love the new setup. I'm digging the new setup. I'm just saying. Move the couch around, stuck some people around.
Good evening, Sober Soldiers Recovery Family. My name is Logan, and I have 125 minutes. We are not affiliated with any 12-step program. The difference is we are not a program. We are a recovery family. We believe God and recovery come first, and recovery can be found in many various ways. We have a few announcements to cover before we get this meeting started. This weekend we got a men's breakfast at Jethro's Bacon. Yeah. Tuesday 15th, testimony night is back. Justin, Danny, and Jeremy will be sharing. April 19th, Tower Park, get the picnic. More activity above here on the screen. Bonfires will be back. April 24th. I think that's what we have for announcements. If I missed anything, it's right here. Our meeting is shared on Facebook Live for those unable to attend in person. If you do not get the opportunity to share during the meeting, please feel free to jump on the group page and share on the live event or on the page. Everyone's recovery is valuable to this recovery family. Recovery is not a one-size-fits-all. Please speak into the microphone so the people online can hear. If you choose not to share, please at least share your name and recovery time so we can get to know you. We here in this Sober Soldiers community celebrate every day as a victory to ensure as many people as possible can share a 2-minute timer is kept. If you don't get the chance to speak, we have other platforms to share your recovery on. Go live, share on the group page, or online during the meetings. As you can see, we keep a chair in the center of the room for those out there that are still sick and suffering. We pray one day to find the chair. A moment of silence followed by the Lord's Prayer. Whose Father?
Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. So, yeah. You don't think this is going to be nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. Anyways, so this morning in devotions, we kind of had a topic that briefly touched on like how you could help others. What are you doing to be helpful to others, or how can you help others, or whatever. I mean, and I like the topic. I really did, but I can't help anybody until I help myself. There's a lot of things that I want to achieve. There's a lot of things that I want to be able to do. I would love to help everybody out. I really would. But until I master this, and until I'm better than I was, I don't know. I thought what I said this morning was a lot better than I'm saying right now. But I guess I want to celebrate myself. I was very selfish in my addiction. For a long time, so I need to be selfish in my recovery, so I can be able to achieve things and do things and grow. But I guess, I don't I want to swear, but the main goal, what I'm trying to get to was, I'd like to see what things you are doing to help yourself, what kind of achievements that you've done in your recovery. How are you helping yourself? I mean, everybody online that's still out there sick and suffering, we have a lot of topics that are very deep, and we get into a lot of really real things in these meetings, which are great, and I really appreciate them. But I also want to see what lights your guys on fire. This is a recovery family, and I want to get to know each and every one of you individually. For me, there's a lot of things that I want to achieve or that I have goals to achieve, but there's very small things that I need to take a look back on and really appreciate. Like, this is my son Ezra. Say hi, Ezra. So recently, he's been absolutely in love with God and doing devotionals every morning and getting into his Bible. And when I was his age, I had no idea who God was, or it was never something that was brought up in my home. Nor did 4 months ago did I think that this would be something that I would be able to offer my kids through what I'm doing. This family, this recovery family is amazing. It truly is amazing. If you use it and use the things that you're supposed to be doing within it, it's wonderful. And everybody has your back, and I couldn't be more grateful to get Snapchats or get images or get pictures of my boy, and he's sitting there and he's reading his Bible and he wants to learn it. He's just, that right now is my greatest achievement through my recovery, and I'm 4 months in. Imagine where I'm going to be in 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Imagine where my kids are going to be. The boost that I'm giving them now by breaking chains and moving forward and doing this, doing something I wish my parents would have done, doing something I wish so many people in my family would have done. I'm giving him an opportunity of life that I didn't have. And I just, that's a small achievement. And whether you're new in recovery and you're uncomfortable with sharing, tell me what you want to achieve. What are your goals? It doesn't have to be, letting go or all of these things, these topics that we've had all the time. I want to learn more about you guys, the little things in your life that you're proud of. And I think it's really important to talk about those things. And that's what family do, right? We talk about the things we're proud of. We talk about our achievements. We talk about, our goals. It's okay to have goals. We're not just a room full of addicts. We're covering, and we're some of the best people on planet Earth. So I just want to hear what makes you tick.
Sport. I have 17 months in recovery. What I've learned in my recovery is that it don't really matter how much time you got as far as being able to contribute. You know what I'm saying? I've had people just 3 days in recovery just affect my recovery and teach me stuff that remind me stuff and just be an influence on me in my recovery. So when I first started coming to meetings, whether it was Sober Soldierz or AA, there was always a sense of uncomfortability with sharing and speaking. Because as addicts, our natural instinct is, I'm going to share my heart, and they're going to use it against me, and use it to weaponize it against me, you know what I'm saying? So that was always a fear for me. I would never be one to truly share. But it didn't matter if they had 30 years or a week, if your ears are open, take what you can use and throw out the rest, you know what I'm saying? A little bit about me, something I'm grateful for. Logan said it perfectly. This recovery family is amazing. And I remember that feeling, Logan, about, 4 months, wait till a year, God truly shows up and He shows out. And the things that I've been able to achieve in the past year, it's mind blowing. You know, being able to go with TJ and Toby to Kennedy Stadium, like that was like it for me. You know many years I've sat and was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the Hawkeyes game next year. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the NBA next year. I'm gonna go watch this game, go to this concert. Never did none of that stuff. You know, and this year I've been able to do multiple things. It's crazy. I went to my first NBA game, seen the 76ers, went to the Hawkeyes game. It's the coolest experience ever. You know, I would have been sick if we were lost. But, you know, they won. It was a good time. You know, yeah, go Hawks. It just continues to get better. Being able to do things I normally wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like ride the monster at Adventureland. I was terrified. I was shaking. Toby got me to go on and it was a good time. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. It's the little things, man. It makes it all worth it. Being able to be with your kids, being able to influence people in a positive direction. So, what I say to new people, every day you choose to be sober, you're inspiring somebody, whether you see it or not. Because everybody's watching, whether you're going to do good or you're going to do bad. People are watching, and you know what I'm saying? Prove them wrong.
Big Toby Johns.
Big Toby John.
I don't know, I'm coming up on my 4.5 years. I don't know, what are those? Let's see, some of my victories, man. Well, look, I'm killing it.
Oh, no, yeah, let it die.
Confidence is everything, you know? You gotta visualize it. Nah, let's see. So, no, I'm gonna tell you. So when I first got sober, I think Matt was like 2 months old. You know, we were staying in Germany, Cheyenne Town, moving in their lives. You know, it was buck wild. That's how you what, man. But I feel like something that it was a blessing in its own way. In my sober house time, you know, I know that we had the baby and Mel had, you know, and I wanted to be around Melanie, but we were intentional with our time and we did it in moderation, you know. I got to see her, I feel like, a lot, but not every waking moment of every bit of my day. That I have an extra free second. What are you doing? No, that's not what I needed for my recovery, because if I was so focused up her butt, I would have never been able to get and find out who I am today. So it was a blessing in its own way, man. And it made its time. It made its time that much more special, you know. But I did. I kept myself real busy, man. I'm real proud. I had downtime when I was at that sober house. It was right behind the church. I'm not afraid to say this, but I'm not very fond of the pastor there. But I won't speak I won't speak too ill about it. But I felt the intention of what I was doing to fill my time was good, and it was like I just go over and ask anybody if they need help with anything. But it filled my time up and it kept me going, you know. So I didn't have that idle time, you know. And you know, I represented myself in court and won device back in my hand, you know. That was huge, man. I was like, shit, what does an attorney do? They make motions. I can make motions. And I killed it. Well, I tell you what, I did. Hey, I killed it. Maybe, man, I'm good at this, you know. I have the people's court stuff going. And I looked out. I said, that one. It worked. Let's see here. I planned my own wedding, you know, with Melanie. We got married for like $1,000, and it was $5. You know, and our wedding was awesome. And let's see, man. I feel like there's so many things we've done, but I feel like some of the things that were really rock solid in my life was I did Toby Worldwide. I took a little break, but I went through that New Testament 3 full times. You know, I don't think you'll be able to see it here before too long because of the 30 days on Facebook, but. If I could leave you with anything, I'd highly recommend you to get into your own time going to a men's study Bible. It helped change me who I am as a man and how I look at things. Our life isn't perfect. I don't want it to be like crystal clear perfect, but my life is amazing. I can't honestly tell you the last time I fought with my wife. You know, like I have a wonderful marriage, I have a wonderful life, and dude, it's just like God has blessed me so much, man, and I'm ever grateful for this. You know.
KD, also known as John. I've been sober since March 5, 2024. I am really surprised that I made this far, and God helped me get all this way. When I'm depressed, when I drink, this is my go-to song. The Healing Begins by 10th Avenue North, and The Struggle by 10th Avenue North. Those songs are very motivational. If you need a good motivation, listen to a song. Those songs are powerful and really good. They're really good Christian songs. I'm so proud of myself. I've been so this long, and even though today was a good day, I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning to go on the way to Cedar Rapids to do something I need to do at Cokewood Community College, and learn a lot of new strategies to study, stuff like that, and it was a good time. Then I went to Wine Lab to get help on the paper, and I learned how I can put it on the computer to send it to him. And even though I'm very tired, I love you guys so much. The Bush baby will continue.
Hello, I'm Randy. Having a good week after Tuesday, or what? Got a new place to live, and everything's going good compared to Sunday. Sunday. I said, Danny stopped by, so yeah, everything's going good. Don't know where she went, but disappeared to the bathroom or something. Make sure when she comes back.
Mike scares him a little bit once in a while.
But everything's going good finally. Or from even Tuesday night, went Monday. Tuesday was good, and then everything's been going good since.
I'm James. I'm in recovery.
James.
I've been sober since October 4th, 2024. You know, and I was just thinking, I'm really grateful to be here. I'm blessed. I'm in the Dads with Purpose program. Robert's my liaison. Woo woo! Yeah, and then maybe the house guy. So like a year ago, I had like basically everything I wanted. You know what I mean? I got down on my hands and knees every day, and I was like, Lord, you know, help me to be the best me I can be. Let me be a vessel of your will, your grace, your way of life. May I do that with always. You know, and I'd say these prayers, and I just focus, just going 110% every day. And life got really good, really fast. You know, I was driving forklifts, making $26 an hour. I was getting ready to get married, got a girl's $4,000 wedding ring, got the car, the truck, moved into a new place, sleeved out, you know. And everything was awesome, and I took my will back. You know, the very first thing I did was I stopped praying, you know. Somehow I got in my mind that I could smoke pot, so I went to go get a little bit of weed, and dude had some other stuff, so that led into that, and before you know it, I was down the rabbit hole, just losing everything slowly but surely for about a year. You know, I went to jail 6 times in a row, and you know, I'm sitting in the jail cell, and I'm just thinking there has to be some way out of this, you know, and so I prayed to God, and I gave my life over to Jesus Christ again, and started this road again, you know. And so far, you know, things are going really good. You know, I'm grateful to come home to a nice house. I'm grateful for the brothers that I live with. Grateful that my family looks at me and they love me now. My nieces and nephews are happy to see me. I'm not crazy Uncle Boo Boo no more. You know, man, and I got out with absolutely nothing. I went to the Bethel Mission program. I went to the Door of Faith. And like a new guy showed up at the house and needed some shoes. And I was like, yeah, here's some Air Maxes. You know what I mean? I'm able to help somebody out. I'm able to contribute back to life instead of just taking away from everything. And that all starts with God. That all starts with giving your will to God. You know, I don't believe you can really be the best you or have even real free will without God in your life. And yeah, so I'm going to rebuild my life, make some dreams, get that truck back, get a house, man, just start doing the damn thing. Thank you. Thanks for letting me share the video.
So I got 7 months and 4 days.
soon. And yeah, but one thing that's hard lately is that I'm 31 now, and I'm just now starting to learn about taxes and health insurance, and it's overwhelming right now. And I'm just like kind of mad at myself for not learning about this stuff before I got to this point. But I'm grateful to have God and His family in my life now. Soldierz has taught me how to be a family man, and I enjoy time with my family now. My parents, I used to just want to like go and get high and drunk whenever I went there for family things, or I just couldn't wait to get out of there. And now, you know, I can take a nap on the couch. I can hang out. I can, you know, deal with my mom because she can be a little much sometimes, but I'm starting to appreciate that and love that about her. And yeah, I'm glad I got sober now, because I could have wasted a lot more years of pain and misery. I get to see Logan become a father. Me and him grew up together, and we're both teaching each other different things, and I think we're both helping each other out a lot. All my brothers do, but we kind of have a bond that goes way back, and I had to cut off all my old friends, but Logan came back in a good way, and I never thought I would, you know, see him do this. And another guy that I met came to the meeting the other day that I used to party with, and it's just that feeling right there is good when you see someone reaching out for help and coming to a meeting, and that's I finally found something that makes sober me worth it, and yeah, it's amazing. I love it. Praise God.
Hi, I'm Ben. I've got 2 years. I've got 2 years, 3 months, and 8 days. What has God in recovery brought back to my life? Everything. Family, like you were saying, though, having old friends I've known for ages, man. We're not even younger, you know what I'm saying? But it's so nice to see friends come to these meetings and learning from my brothers. And one thing that I've really been thinking about lately is God's taken a lot of hate out of my heart. I'm not I'm not quick to anger anymore. I'm not quick to, if I find myself like I'm judging someone, I'm not trying to look at what's wrong with them. I start looking at what's going on with me instead. But I mean, that's a few of the things that God's done. Gave me my family back. My kids are back in my life. Hopefully, I'll be able to meet my grandson soon. And actually, my daughter has my second grandbaby on the way. Is a baby girl, so that'll be amazing. Yeah, he's done amazing things. He keeps me with my brothers. They teach me things. I don't care how far you are in a recovery, whether it's 2 years, 30 days, 30 years. You can learn. You can all learn from somebody. I think that's all I got. Love y'all.
Hi, my name's Rana. I have 20 days today. Okay, so what's kept me going, what motivates me? Huge thing actually is, so I'm the oldest out of 4 kids, and my baby sister is still a baby, so she's only 13, but my brothers that are in between are 17 and 25, 26. Anyway, so those 2 boys right there, they're like my own kids. The other day, I just walked, it was last weekend actually, because I had 2 weeks, I walked downstairs into my brother's room, and he has his own demons. He's battling, but I walked downstairs, he was having a down day, because his mother of his child doesn't allow him to see his kids, which that's in between them, and God figure it out, but, so I was like, hey, Dylan, I said, your sister's sober, and I said, it's by choice, and he jumped out of that bed so tall, like, so fast, and he hit his head on the ceiling in the basement, it's kind of funny, but, and the smile on that face made me know that I was doing something right. The same thing when I went upstairs with my brother Parker, I said, listen, your sister's sober. At 14 days, she's doing it all by herself, and that boy don't have any emotion. He don't show emotion for nothing, because he's been through a lot. And he smiled so good, and he stood up, and he gave me the biggest hug, and I would say that's my ultimate motivation, my proud moment, and it's something I don't ever want to take back from them. I don't ever want to see them upset, or, you know, it turned into a frown. Like, I could not do that to them again. I've done it too many times, and well, beside all that, I have 4 littles that are up my butt constantly that remind me that there's no time to take a moment for any of that bullshit no more. And excuse my language, but I'm happy that I've come to the light a little bit more, and with that, I'll pass.
I'm Sonia. I got 21 days today. And I'm a very emotional person. Sorry about that. But I want to set it back today, but my knees wouldn't let me. And I'm having a really hard time staying sober. I know it's been 21 days, but it feels like an eternity. And I want that instant gratification. I mean, I got my kids back, I got my grandkids back, and that's something that I don't ever want to lose. But I live alone with a dog, and I found out my biggest trigger is being alone. And when I had that, when my addiction was, you know, I had that, but, you know, I feel like I have, I don't know, I'm depressed. I just feel alone and depressed, and I want to just say that as my first meeting here, welcome. Well, this is like my 3rd or 4th, but my first meeting here, a lady gave me a heart. That's me. I want to tell you that I carry that heart with me everywhere I go. All right, yeah. And when I left that heart, it keeps me sober. So I want to tell you thank you. And with that, I'll pass.
I'm Daniel. I'm glad to be here. I'm working on 5 months with Group Backslide. The easiest way to say it for myself is I repented, surrendered, and accepted Christ in my life, and the transformation that's real. It works from the inside out, and it gets deep and deeper than I could ever imagine my life ever being. But it's a total change.
Preach.
And it's just nice to be here and see a bunch of people in there searching for Christ and trying to be sober in life. And with that, I'll pass.
So I'm Deanna, 64 days.
All right.
I'm a prior too, so it's okay. It's hard. I mean, and if anybody says it's easy, they're lying, because it doesn't. The enemy does not stop. And that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned in 64 days, is we can't let up. I can't let up because he's not letting up. You know, he comes after me, he comes after my kids, he comes after the people that I love. And you know, something that I started doing is writing a prayer journal. And yesterday I was reading through something that I prayed earlier last week. And it's amazing to me to see how I can see how God has answered prayer in ways that I didn't, you know, there wasn't a way, and he made a way. And, you know, we're here, everybody that's here, you know, we're here for a reason, and we all have a purpose. And this is a day to try to find it and live in it. Not just talk it, but walk it. You know, and we have our kids that we do it for, we have ourselves that we do it for, but ultimately we gotta do it, you know, not just for them and us, but we do it for God because we love Him and He loves us. And He wants better for us. With that, I'll pass it.
Daniel, 22 days.
All right.
So this time, I feel like the Almighty stripped some things away. That wasn't positive, that wasn't a thing, anything in my life that took away from me. In my relationships. You know, I'm trying to like be okay with it. Because some of the things I thought helped or was helping, you know, helping others and shining light for them. But it wasn't ultimately, it drained me, it affected me and my relationships in drastic measures. Almost destroyed them. And now I'm trying to build positive and build on a solid foundation. It's hard, man. Like you said, being alone. You know, I was in prison for almost 8 years. And that was easier than this. You know, you're alone in there. But this is real loneliness. I'm just going to try to let Him, Almighty, do His work, man. Not me trying to do things. It's Him. And then my mental health is a big thing right now. In the process of letting Him work on that too. And I gotta surrender completely. It's hard. That pride in me is crazy sometimes. Like it's almost unmanageable. With that pass.
Brandon, I got 9 months. I don't know how to talk, I probably wouldn't say here. So this is good for me to do this because I hate talking. So talking about like what we want to get back. So 3 years ago I got out of prison and like I was started tattooing in there a little bit, but I was like, can I carry this to the streets? And I did. And that, I mean, that didn't surprise me, but man, I had a good life, man, for a minute. I mean, it's a cool job. You get to sit down all day, get to listen to that all day. I mean, that's the thing. Actually, the way I came here is a girl I used to tattoo a lot. She invited me here like last week. So, that's what I want to get back to. Right now, I work at a factory, right? So, I'm a factory worker with a tattoo license. But like today, I went and bought off a whole bunch of paper towels. I mean, I'm getting back up to do what I love. So, just stay with them.
I'm Jessica. I have 48 days today. Thinking about the accomplishments that I've gotten and where I'm at today versus 365 days ago. Holy crap. Last year was, I felt like a year of take and run and hide and blame. And that's not who I am, and I know that's not who I am, that's not who I want to be. But I'm slowly getting back to my kids, my family, my fiance, my life. My kids, it's a great feeling to know that my kids sit with our worker when we have a meeting, and they're just like, I have my mom back. She texted me that after our last meeting, and she said, your kids say they're happy and they have their mom back. Like, they see me, they see I'm trying, they see the progress that I've made, and it's like, we're not asking, what's the next step just to like go through the motions. We're like, what's the next step? Because we have all these things planned. We have day dates, and we have places we want to go, and we have plans for our future that I really want to do, and I want to be there with them, and they want to be there with me, and that was something that I missed more than I realized. And just like planning family vacations and talking about all the goofy crap we're gonna do. I miss doing that, and I don't even think I really did that before. Even like I built this whole life before I started using again, and it was going through the motions. It was waking up. It was being a workaholic. It was screaming my head off because the kids, did whatever it was, the very smallest thing, and I wasn't enjoying it. And now I've slowed down, and I'm looking at my life, and I'm enjoying things, and I'm saying the most corny jokes I think that have ever come out of my mouth. And how many times a day do I giggle, and you're just like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, oh, I'm entertaining myself over here. I got a whole stand-up routine in my head. Like, I'm smiling, I'm happy, I'm laughing, and that is something that I'm so appreciative to God for having back. Because I love to laugh, I love to smile, I love to be goofy. I'm a giant kid anyways, but I get to enjoy it, and I get to let the people around me enjoy me as a happy person. And I think that's the biggest accomplishment thus far in my recovery, and I can't wait to see more happy days. So with that, I will pass.
I'm Benji. 76 days today. Growing up, I grew up as a Christian. Went to church with my grandma every Sunday. And as we got older, we kind of lost that, going to church thing every week. And the older I got, the less and less that I asked for God or had God with me, in my soul or in my heart. I was in Dallas County Jail. Well, actually, in 2016, I lost my dad, and I lost all faith in God. And, I went down a downward spiral to my rock bottom. And I was in Dallas County Jail, and TJ and Jimmy came in with Sober Soldierz, and what they had to say inspired me to, ask God if He'd give me another chance, or that I'd give God another chance to be with me in my life. And I went into jail. Well, I got out and just kind of, started entertaining it. Went into jail this January 24th. And, I was at rock bottom. I was wanting help. And I surrendered myself to God and started reading the Bible. And he spoke to me through the Bible personally. It gave me goosebumps. It instantly felt like a weight off of my shoulders. I was able to let my dad go because I held him in, since 2016, and I never had any closure with that. So I was able to let my dad move on, and life got just crazy better, and it still continues to be that way. Me and Jess, we go to church every Sunday now. We attend all these meetings with Sober Soldierz, and it's just we're happy, and my relationship with my kids as well, my relationship with God. with my family. It's before it was hard to be around sober people and around my family that cared about me and stuff like that. And now it's so much easier. It's like Ben was saying, the anger like went away, and it's just, life is so great. And I'm blessed. I pray to God every day, multiple times a day, to just keep me going strong and to help me, to help others, and anybody that doesn't believe, to help them believe, and surrender themselves to God, because it's life changing. I love it. That'll pass.
Charity, my 10 biggest today. So I really probably don't have anything good to really offer today, other than an update with my daughter. So some of you know that it's been a couple months since I've been able to see her, but I did get to see her as of yesterday and today. She's in town for a few weeks. There's been some not so good developments with her father, so she's in town with her aunt. Let's just say I had a chance to get possible 50-50 custody. I already screwed that up, and yeah, so I just say a lot of her, guys, and I just can't seem to get over this horrible freaking hump. The devil just has a grip on my life, and is trying to take everything away from me still. So just pray for me, please. Thank you.
I'm Kat. I'm 25 days sober today. This day's been very hard for me. It's my first meeting out of institutes and treatments. I was asked to leave Prairie Ridge, which is a treatment center, today, and I was 6 days away from that graduation. And just unfortunate circumstances. All actions have consequences, and this is the first action and consequence that I didn't run off and go get high. So I decided to come here instead. I was looking for a meeting right when I got home today, and thankfully, so I went to see my sister-in-law, and she was like, "Do you want to go to a meeting with me?" And I was like, I was actually just going to go to a random one, so it just kind of really worked out in my favor. I'm looking forward to continuing to see all of you in these rooms and continuing my journey, and take it day by day, I guess. Thank you.
Glad to hear it.
I'm Cheyenne. I got 5 years from drugs and 28 days safe from alcohol. For me, I now get to go home to Nevada to see my 2 oldest girls that I lost because I gave custody to my parents to. I get to go home and have a relationship with my 2 older ones, and I get to go into a different room by myself with them and not have like my mom or my dad or one of my sisters like hovering over me to make sure I don't do or say something stupid. I gave birth to my 3rd kid, which would be my boy, who me and Jeremy's who saved my life, to be honest. And a couple weeks after that, I got pregnant with our little girl Minnie, and those 2 they keep me going. I don't have no time. It's like having twins; they're 10 months apart. And I also have the best relationship I've ever been in with Jeremy. I've never been in a I've never been in a stable, normal relationship before, and a non-abusive relationship before. We've had our ups and downs. I want to kill him. I want to strangle him, but we're not abusive. And it's
years. So I think one of my biggest accomplishments over these last 5 years, and really probably the last 3.5, is my ability to understand how much I need Jesus. I never realized how much I needed Jesus until these last couple of years when I started going into my storm. And my ability to comprehend on a human level my love I have for him, the love that he has for me. I never trusted myself enough to love anybody or anything really that much unconditionally, and I never trusted that I would receive it in return as well, with no judgment, with no strings attached, nothing. And to be able to receive that, and to be able to feel that, and to acknowledge and know that that's what that is, I think that is probably my biggest accomplishment that I have gained in my recovery and in my walk with Jesus. What I want to achieve is the ability to share the gospel. I mean, I can sit and I can tell you what Jesus has done in my life, but I'm not real good at sharing the gospel. That's something that I want to learn. That's something I don't think that it's really something that you learn. That's what I want for myself. That is my goal. That's all I got.
I'm Melanie and I'm in recovery.
No.
I've got 4 years and some odd change. So my biggest achievement in these 4 odd years, I feel like I told my testimony, and that was real hard for me because I don't even like talking on this thing. And to sit in front of a big group of people and tell my life story, that was real stressful. It was real stressful writing it. Well, I sat down, I didn't stand. Because that would have been even harder. But, yeah, no, it was real intimidating. But I'm glad I did it. I feel like there's a big relief. I feel like it's made it easier to talk on this thing a little bit. I also feel like big achievement since getting sober would have been taking my daughter to go see her brother. Which she doesn't know it yet, but we're gonna plan hopefully plan me and Toby and her trip to go to a weekend, which I think will be good and will help her mental health stuff. So that's those are big achievements because we don't get to see him very much. Also, seeing a picture of me and my status before this. Just, healthy status. That's a big achievement, I'm glad I have achieved health because I wasn't very healthy then. Just saying, not that, and you were going to see it unless you're close friends with me. It's not happening. But health is a big thing. And just making friendships because I didn't have very many friends. I had Toby and we weren't even very good friends. If anything, I feel like God took away the jealousy part of me. He is correct. I don't remember, well, I do remember the last time we fought, but it was a long, long time ago. But as soon as we got sober, it was like God just took that jealousy part, it shut off for me. I no longer worried about who he was with or anything like that, which was super odd because that's all he ever did. But those are super big achievements, and I think that's part of why my life is so good to me.
My name is Marquise and I'm in recovery. I have 1 year and 5 months. I also have 3 years off of methamphetamines as well. For me, this morning when I heard Logan talk about looking at yourself and taking it like, the way I thought about it was like more of a personal inventory. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta fight for yourself. And the way I think about it is when I started my addiction, it was without God. I did that without God because why would God want me to go? You know what I mean? I took that free will. I destroyed lives. I had an infatuation with married women. I had an infatuation with girls that weren't mine. I was getting high on drugs. I was chasing things that were not of God. Absolutely not of God. So the way I think about it is if I want to find myself, I have to start there. Absolutely have to start there. Some people can start with God, and that's okay. But for me, I had to find who I was myself, and I should probably not talk so loud, but who I was myself, and motivate myself and to be a better person. I had to be my biggest hype man. Absolutely, because you know what I mean? Everybody in here is a leader. The way I think about it, everybody has to lead somebody else to the life that they get to have with God. And the thing about being a leader is you're standing up there alone. You're up there. You're leading the pack. You have to look behind you, and everybody's trying to follow you. So in the times that you are alone, you guys to remember there's people out there still sick and suffering. And the 21 days you got, it's meant for leadership. You need to go back out there and chase somebody and get them living that life. But they have to find it within themselves. Like Logan said, you have to be your best hype man. You gotta want the best for your life. I was doing a lot of good things. You know what I mean? I got to that point where I was okay with myself. And then I was like, you know what? Something is missing. And it was chasing God. It was like not only finding good for myself, but being myself with God and having that walk with God. That's what put me on a whole nother level. And I love it. Like I'm learning about God. I'm studying God. I pray to God. I cry to God. And I can't, you know what I mean? I just sit there. I mean, a lot of people look at me like, I don't know about this guy, you know what I mean? What's going on? He's changing. And you know what I mean? I bet people say that I'm faking it, you know what I mean? But dude, praise on, man. I love this because like y'all think whatever y'all want to think, but God's right here. God wants this, and I strive for it every day. So I do love what Logan said. You got to find out for yourself. You got to do for yourself, and then get God back into it while you're doing it for yourself. And I promise you, it's going to be something great.
My name is Robert, and I'm in recovery. I got 6 years and 9 days in a row. So, good topic, Logan. Couldn't be better. So, as the microphone's going around the room, I start to feel a little anxious, and I start to feel a certain kind of struggle. There are people in this room that are struggling real hard. You know, and as a family, we need to pour out the love to these people. You know, we don't have to struggle alone. We don't have to struggle in silence. You know, reach out. And we love you. We are here for you. You know, it's not by accident that you are here at this meeting right now. You know, you could have decided not to come and been somewhere else in a bad place. But you decided to come, and you're here in a good place. Keep coming back, because it does work. You know, if we didn't need each other, we wouldn't be here. We do need each other, you know, so the struggle is real. And I will say this, God got you. God has your back. God will not let you fall. And whatever you're struggling through, God will take you through it. And I say it because recently God had to tell that to me because I was struggling with something. You know, recently the doctors looked at my lungs and they found something in there that shouldn't be in there. So they're going to keep an eye on it. So I was struggling with it. But God stopped me in my tracks and said, I got you. I got your back. Whatever is the path that I'm going to take you on, I'm going to lead you through it. So forget about it. So that's what I did. God told me to forget about it, and I forgot about it. I forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I know God can heal anything. God can heal your struggle. God can heal your addiction, your alcoholism. God can heal it all. And how is that possible? You have to trust and believe.
Amen.
My name is Robert. I'm in recovery, relapse, non-option.
Nathan Chad, Jason Gunn, recovery for 8.5 months. This is the time of the meeting where we go around the room and say hi to individuals. But before we do that, Michael, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, birthday beat down after this. Beat-ups? Beat-ups after this? Huh? What's your name and, yeah, what's your name?
Solo dile.
My name is Evan Hunter, and I just came to support my brother. Awesome.
My name is Ivan. Trying to get sober.
Yeah, come on.
My name is William. I'm in recovery. I had 14 months, not by choice. It's my second day by choice. Apparently, I've been doing any working, so I'm going to try to turn myself over to Lily, and maybe this is it. So,
My name's Josh. I got 6 days in recovery.
6 days, let's go.
Who are you?
Wow.
My name is Rachel, and I have 266 days in recovery.
Anybody else?
Right over here, Chad.
I came tonight because I need to find something else that works for me. Because staying sober is not an easiest thing to do.
Welcome to the family.
Gary, I got about 24 months. I'm Alan, and I've got 33 months off of meth and fentanyl.
You got time to share if you want.
Good topic, Logan.
Can you guys tell I put Chad on the spot tonight?
Some of my achievements that has happened in the last, 8.5 months is, I'm not going to be that guy in jail talking about, yeah, I got this cool truck in storage. I actually am putting it in storage. I got the money to do that, so that's a goal met for me. Also, I've got this huge family built up around me, in these last 8.5 months that, I can just about bank that if I call them or ask them for anything, that they're going to pull through for me, not any of these other schmucks or they say they're going to write it or they're going to keep in touch and send money. I haven't even seen a single, any of those people since the day I was in jail. Like they just disappeared. But this family that I've managed to go around me and let me become part of, they're real. I can depend on them. All my brothers, I don't know, someone else for that. Yeah. One of the things that I think I'm going to achieve here in the next 3 years that I'm going is I always used to have this dream about being a drug counselor, going to treatment facilities and whatnot. People not knowing what they're talking about. I think I'm going to take that route to get my degree and be a drug counselor. That is a whole dream that I have now. And that's what I know. So it's me.
go. Hands in. We got a crunch. We're going to try and make it simple. Get out of the way, Michael. Come on, Jacob, get in there, boy. Get in there, little man. Come on. First shout out. Jameson. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. It's good seeing you. Eastside reached out to me about me not having to be there on the 19th for all those events and we're set up for Easter. I'm thinking about doing volleyball bonfire night at our house.
Moose Kiefer?
Just so there's something on the 19th. Yeah, just so there's something for us to do. Maybe I know we got so much events. Everybody's wants like a barbecue or something. Look for the picnic.
No, I wonder how many people paid this. All my hard work to get those slides.
I just listen to the people. I listen to the people.
The day before Easter is the big Easter picnic with First Church in St. John. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll take you there. Yeah, absolutely. We got 40-foot obstacle bounce house. We got the bounce house. We're playing inflatable volleyball with inflatables on and some people. And some.
I got my inflatable Mike Wazowski.
Do you?
I got it out of storage.
Yes, be there. I've been with them.
Talk Pastor Josh too.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Good.
Him, me, and my son.
That's gonna be dope. I'm gonna be on top of you, I'll right there. I'll be right up there. Trust me. It's gonna be dope, dude.
I don't know if we're gonna make supper tonight.